Okay, society. As usual, your latest trend has become my latest pet peeve. Clickbait. The internet thinks it will increase its ad share profits and somehow improve my life by piling on larger and larger compilations of animated GIFs. People think this is new, but it isn't. It's just more prevalent and it's got a name now. Back in the MySpace days, I saw an article entitled, "It's scary accurate to see what celebrity you are." First of all, that's not a sentence. And what does scary accurate mean? If I had to define scary accurate, it would mean the accuracy actually causes fear within me. To be that accurate, somebody would have to be able to look at me and say, write down the exact sequence of nitrogen bases in my DNA. Even if the result was scary accurate, things are not accurate or inaccurate to see. And beyond grammatical issues, how can it possibly be accurate since you are not any of the possible answers? By definition, it is 100% not accurate. Unless you are taking the survey and you are Brad Pitt and the survey tells you that you are Brad Pitt, then it would have been accurate that one time. Evidently, Shirley Manson of Garbage took one of these tests and did not get herself, proving they're not remotely accurate even when given a chance to be. I do not consider getting the answer correctly 1 out of 8 times with 1/6 billionth of the population even close to scary accurate. The internet has always been good at the shame version of clickbait, telling us all the things we've been doing wrong our whole life. Now the internet specifically claims to be able to outthink me. Here is a classic clickbait article. A couple noticed something in the middle of the street. Nothing could prepare them for this. Wow. Now many of you would no doubt click on this. That's the point. But think about it for 2 seconds. What seems like one of the most likely things to be in the middle of a street? If you said, a stray dog, you got it. Could nothing prepare you for me to say a stray dog? Granted, it is a very unclean stray dog. However, I'm pretty sure me saying, check out this unclean stray dog, could rather completely prepare you for looking at it. Unless the object the couple noticed had been the Greek god Poseidon riding a pair of dolphins-like skateboards, or a UFO abducting the couple, I think I could have been prepared for it. Even if it had been a UFO, title the article, UFO abducts unprepared couple. I think then you would be prepared for looking at it. Surprised, yes, but prepared.
I wasn't prepared for this sad dog. What happened to him? We should find him.
The very reason they invented headlines on news articles was to prepare you for the article you're about to read. One last infuriating clickbait. Here are 34 simple things that will make your house awesome. I love number 12. Oh, guy who wrote the article loves number 12? Maybe he should call the article, I found one good idea. The rest of this crap is filler. Subheadline, my house will be the talk of the world after this. Can you imagine a house that is the talk of the world? Richard Branson's house is probably pretty amazing, seeing as how it's on its own island and is likely worth $87 million. Is it even the talk of the world? Have you ever thought more than once about it? Now, what are the odds a site with viral in its name will make your house so much extremely better than every other house that it will be the talk of the world?
What is it? What's gonna make our house the talk of the world?
In the name of education, and to keep people like my roommate from robotically typing this into Google in order to see the stupid article, I'll read you number 12, the allegedly best thing that will make your house the talk of the world. Ready? If your garage is adjacent to your kitchen, add a little door to make unloading groceries easier. So to make your life easier, you will spend weeks and weeks buying materials, chopping a hole in your wall, and building a little doggy door for a dog you don't have to help you do one not very difficult task about 10% more simply. Did that blow your minds? Did that change your life or make your house extremely awesome as the article promises? No. In fact, most people whose garages are adjacent to the kitchen already have a large door connecting the two. Not to mention how many of your friends will ask about your Inviso dog and how you will probably end up losing heat through the door unless you take the time to make an insulated door to your dog door or just insulate your entire garage. Besides, if you're like me and buy your paper towels in giant Costco 48 packs, they barely fit through your regular door, making a tiny door even more useless. Other awesome house things in this article include replace your old house numbers with modern fonts, which are probably difficult to read, thus defeating the purpose of house numbers, and put a sign on your bathroom to let guests know where it is. I'm sure the entire world will sing songs of the Post-it note with the word crapper on it. To me, the worst offender reads, build a free library for your neighbors, and shows a birdhouse-like structure with books in it. That seems like a nightmare to me.
I love that idea. A lending library for everybody?
If I did this, I'd soon have an empty wooden structure with snow damage I now have to maintain before the next door neighbor comes over to regularly judge it. And all my neighbors will be yelling at me that my front lawn says to take a book. But there are no books, because they've all been stolen. And why don't I put in more books? By now the birdhouse would exclusively contain Avon catalogs and religious pamphlets. I already hate my neighbors, and this would not particularly ease tensions. Equally likely, a vagrant or a drunk frat boy would take a concentrated dump in it, using the pages of one of my neighbor's romance novels as toilet paper. It is in fact a terrible idea reliant on other human beings being good people instead of jerks, which they definitely are. So imagine 30 other inane ideas like that and skip this article, and all others like it. Please stop clicking these links, because admit it, they're always disappointing, and maybe, just maybe, they'll go away. Enjoy your extra spare time.
Little birdhouse in your soul.
Don't take my copy of I Am Not Spock, or my copy of I Am Spock. I'm halfway through both of them.